Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Jalip tribe, and we are here at the Middle Island where our brave band of adventurers has found themselves in quite a bit of trouble here on the large island. They have come over from the small island and they brought with them quite a bit of food, over 200 food, and 7 of their strongest and most genetically diverse young creatures, several of whom were already pregnant. And since we have arrived at the Middle Island, we have made so many amazing discoveries, such as this healing plant that I think we will try eating as soon as we have a creature who has a sickness. We also have discovered these nest-stealing turkeys. So these turkey creatures show up, and if you let them get too close, they will actually steal your nest. They are very difficult to kill because they seem to be mostly made up of feathers, and it takes a long time to hunt them down, and they only give one food. So it's a lot of food and a lot of energy to go to keep these turkeys out of the nest. So definitely the mothers of our Jalip tribe are not very happy to see these guys. They want to chase them away and get rid of them as quickly as possible. They also do a lot of screaming, and I'm not sure if their screams may alert some of the creatures in the area, may call some of the other predators, and we do have some of those predators with us right now. Unfortunately, Duknu, who is the child born from our stormy eye seers, the 2 blind seers that we had on the first island, we really want him to be able to carry on his line, which I think would be very exciting. I actually think it would be amazing if we could always have just one little group of seers from our blind creatures and perhaps even have them gain their sight back with the violet eyes in the future. I really want to be able to see Duknu survive and hopefully be able to bring some new members into the family himself, but he actually has a predator right here next to him. He did his best attacking it as he could, and then we also had Kiro, who is about to pass away of old age next turn. Oh, Kiro, I am going to miss you so much. But we had Kiro try to attack him. We have little Miri here trying to come to his aid and rush over and see if she can start fighting the creature as well. But it's just not enough, and so he hears the predator, but we can't see the predator. However, there's another predator up in the skies right now that we can see right here, lurking above, waiting for us to take our eyes off of one of the babies. We learned the hard way when unfortunately we lost Miri's little sister. She was taken. I am still devastated about that. She was taken by one of these bird predators, which you can really do nothing about, it seems, other than make sure you always have an adult right next to your children. So we are not going to leave this little baby, Kirota, unattended. We are going to make sure we have an adult next to him at all times. Lako does not plan on leaving the nest until she passes away. She is determined to stay here and protect what is left of her children. She is going to be having a baby next turn as well, and she is going to be watching over the little one. So we might actually work with all of our creatures to develop nursery areas around the nest. If we are lucky enough to hopefully be able to find a cluster of nests somewhere on this island, then that would be amazing because we could build a little defensive nursery where the mothers, I almost want to call them queens like you do with cats, where the mothers would be able to gather around, maybe have a defender or two, and really keep their children safe. But it is a very sad thing. We already lost one baby and we are keeping an eye on the others from these bird creatures. Over to the sidelines here, we have Lasisi, who is absolutely beautiful, and we have Ana Ala, and she is over here as well gathering up berries. These two are very good berry collectors, so we have a lot of positive traits that they have inherited from our adventurous creatures, but they are about to have to take up the reins and take over because all of the first ones that we had, including Rayla, who happens to be Chocolate Chips' daughter, her granddaughter. So Rayla is about to pass away, and that is going to be quite alarming, actually. I'm very worried about that. But she just gave birth to Samela here, who is also a very good berry collector. That's a wonderful thing. And she has poison fangs as her secondary, green eyes as her secondary, and she's healthy across the board, which is really great to see. We also have Kola. Kola is getting a little bit older as well. I'm hoping she might be able to have another child or two. I'm going to try to get her up to Duke Rovan, and hopefully she will be able to carry the poison fangs that Duke Rovan has. They do have the H immunity shared, but I would love to see poison fangs, unless you actually, this Vanro is about to pass away next turn too. We're about to lose all of our old guard right at the moment when we are being surrounded on all sides. What will we do, you guys? And hopefully little Lala here will actually be able to survive and endure as everything starts getting quite a bit more chaotic with her family here. All right, and Kola even, we're going to go ahead and change her gemstones to green. We're going to start shifting over what the gemstones on each of the creatures' chest mean. Lala here, we are going to give her a green middle gemstone so that I remember she is a very special creature descended from Chocolate Chips' line. And I think Lala actually wants to go ahead and see if she can explore this other tree area with her older sister and her cousin here. And hopefully we will find another nest here. I'm thinking this rustling is probably a bunny, since there's berry bushes right here. So Lala wants to go and she's going to do some exploring over here. I'm actually going to send her this direction. Oh boy, you stay away from my babies. But we're going to send Lala this direction so she can try to explore under the other tree. We already have one tree over here, and it is very, very fiercely occupied by Mirana, and Mirana has decided this is her nest, thank you very much, and this is her area. She has had several children, including Nukroku, and Nukroku, he does have no paw, but he also has berry paw, and he has poison fangs, and he's healthy across the board too. So while he's healthy, he has no paw, so he's healthy in 2 out of 3 of the factors we look for in health for our different creatures. And I have to say he's quite appealing because look at him. He's got the little fangs, he's got the spots, he's got green eyes, he's protecting his little sister Messiani, and I like seeing that we are continuing on with the fangs over here. And speaking of fangs, and let's see, so we're about to lose Vanro, and his daughter Lara Anna is ready to start doing some major exploring. I think we'll have her explore to this other tree. I think we need to definitely have more of our creatures perched under the trees so that every turn we can have somebody give the tree a good shake and gather plenty of the nuts. That is my big goal. And here is Kirduke. Kirduke is the one who came in with E immunity, so we're definitely going to have him breed with a few more of our creatures over here so that we can hopefully get E immunity solidly added in to our genetics. We have F here. I think his child is Mirana's child right now, so I think Mirana is about to give birth to Kirduke's first child, and hopefully we will see that immunity E passed into those children. He's a little bit older though, so we're going to leave him here to help out take care of that tree. All right, so I think that lines everything up. Rokier is actually helping out Van with doing a little bit of exploring in this area. Hopefully they'll be able to go a little bit further in, and then once we start losing more of our creatures, I will pull some of our females back towards the nest, and we will start lining up with the second generation here on the island. All right, I apologize for that really long explanation, guys. I just know that we definitely needed to sit back and kind of explain what was happening with everybody and why Rayla is not going to budge and the babies have to stay near her until they grow up. And let's go ahead and make the next move and just cross our fingers that Duke New won't be attacked. Oh, he's been so attacked. Duke New, hang in there. Oh my goodness, are you getting attacked on 2 sides? Oh, and we lost 2 of our original creatures. Oh, I knew that was going to be a hard turn. Okay, but enough talking, and I'm going to go ahead and start jumping in and doing what I can. So let's go ahead and, no, don't move there. Don't you dare move there. All right, there we go. We want to attack him. Why is he not down? No, I can't believe we can't attack him anymore. Oh my gosh, he's going to take out Duke New, and there's nothing I can do about it. Oh my gosh, this is terrible. Lako, and Lako had her baby. We'll have to check that out in just a second. Van, can we do anything about this? I don't think we can do anything about this. I think we're just stuck with this creature swirling overhead trying to get to our children, and Rokier. Oh, that creature is in the way and we can't even get around him. Oh, that's so frustrating. We can get over here and try to help. Oh, Duke New, I will be so sad if we lose Duke New. And I'm just gonna have to do some exploring. If I had this grass cleared, we might have been able to do something about it. Oh man. And we have the creature just like floating above our head. Okay, let's move over here. Who's trying to mess with us over here? All right, we'll gather up that bunny. We need the meat we can gather. Oh, and we have a newborn baby down here. So we have Duke Von. Duke Von has come to join the family. He does not have the immunity that we were looking for. So actually, I think Asimi here is the one who bred with Kirduke. And then Kirduke New, he's got some really good immunity genes. Do these girls have those immunity genes? They do not. So there's, well, except for one. So there's definitely a lot for him to be able to breed with. So I think I'm going to send him this way so that he can actually join this family and hopefully they can start finding things. We're starting to run very low on berries and we're starting to run, oh, very low on food, so I need to be very careful, but we'll discover these berry bushes. I think we missed one right here that we need to uncover, and we'll work our way over towards the trees, and we will guard the babies as best we can. I can't believe this. Oh, Duke knew. I'm so sorry. It's like he sensed that we had a little blind creature who was a bit weaker than the others and just went after it. Ah, that's so sad. All right, we'll see if we can keep Duke New alive. We're about to lose Van Van, and that's very, very sad. I don't think I can get Mariana all the way back up to help out. We're going to have this guy shake the tree, and he can help out by defending this area, maybe gathering up some of this food. I don't think it's worth it to have him gather the food. All right, we're going to go ahead and collect these pieces. The baby is still going to be in the nest no matter what I do right now. Can we send Messiana? I think we can send her brother Nucro over, so he can maybe stand next to this berry bush and collect from it, and she can help out. So we'll have to just be very, very diligent about where we leave our babies, because it's definitely more dangerous for the babies now. And we have to be careful about these blind spots. These areas, oh, let's actually send him up here, and he can see better, and he can kind of help defend and be available for adding in his genetics with basically to mate with the female. So he will kind of keep watch up here. But we have hit the hard stage. The honeymoon phase of being here on the island is over, you guys, and now we have hit the more difficult stage. I think Kuta is actually old enough that he should be safe to move and start exploring, so we'll send him over here. Maybe he can be on top of this stump until we find something else to do with him. And then we have Kola, who is pregnant and needs to have a little bit of room of her own. And we have Rila. Oh, Rila's about to pass away, you guys. Oh my goodness. And we'll move the baby over here for now. Don't you dare go near that baby. I am watching you. Hopefully it's safe to leave the nest with the babies at that age, as long as they're near a female. And then we're going to continue on. Lala is going to continue on. She is very important. She is Chocolate Chips' daughter. And so we are going to continue, or Chocolate Chips' great-granddaughter, which is amazing that we followed the line that far. I can't wait for family trees to be added into the game, which is a feature they will be releasing, I think maybe in December. And that would be amazing, absolutely amazing, to be able to work with the family trees and see how long we can carry on one generation, like one line of a family. That'll be very exciting. All right, so we've taken care of all of those things, and you guys, we have the violet eyes. We have mutated the blue eyes, and we now have a chance to have violet-eyed babies. So we have actually unlocked everything except for the panda pattern and one fur color. I think the brown fur color. So I'm actually going to try to mutate the gray fur for now, and we're actually going to see if we can get big ears to improve our hearing. I think improved hearing and maybe improved attack are two very, very important things for this area. So we will leave that there. And I'm going to leave, I think, Rayla. I just want to kind of leave Rayla here. She's very old, and she is going to kind of pass the family recipe, as you could say. She's passing the family recipe on to her daughter right here, to the great-granddaughter, Lala, of Mies, our chocolate chip creature. So Lala, we'll hopefully get her safely established somewhere under a tree, and she can carry on the family recipe secrets that she has to all of the special tree collecting ideas that she knows. And then we have little Mela here, who is born with blue eyes since we mutated in the blue eyes. And Lako is going to stay near her baby, I think as long as she's right next to the baby. No! Holy days! No! I was focused on this baby. That one already had a gem. You mean even when they're that small, they can be taken? Okay, I thought if they were brand new babies, but the last one had a gem too, and I just forgot. Oh, you guys, it's so sad. Okay, we definitely, yeah, it's definitely all holds off. We're getting into some serious moves now. So that means that little Messiana is still small enough that she could be taken. That is so intense. I can't believe that. But I think as long as there is a female like right next to both of them, like right against the same tile area, then it should be okay. So I'm going to actually move her out of the way preemptively to sort of test that. No offense, Duke Von. Oh my gosh. Okay. That was a little bit more intense than I was expecting, and it's going to get more tricky from here on out. I can't believe you've stolen yet another one of our children. This has definitely gotten very interesting. All right, let's go ahead and let a gentle move on. I can't believe he killed him. I cannot believe you killed him. That he was going to be special. Do you understand? He was going to be the blind child. Now we have lost touch with the sea. I think we have lost some sort of special lesson. Maybe as punishment, we can't go back this way because we have lost our little blind seer. Oh, that's so sad. All right, and let's come and get this bunny really quickly so that we at least have a little bit of food. I can't believe that. Oh my gosh. So we lost him. We lost little Dukvan. And he was the stormy-eyed seer heir. I think that just goes to prove that this pack cannot support any creatures that are even a teeny bit weak. Oh, at this stage, we just can't. We're under too much assault from so many creatures all over the place. And then we lost her. Chocolate Chips' granddaughter passed away. And we have passed on the family recipe to Lala, who is now old enough to inherit it. And we will keep her gemstones in this pattern to know that she is specifically the one who is descended from Chocolate Chips as the heiress. All right. We lost one heir, but we have still got a wonderful heiress who hopefully will be able to find a nest of her own. And I think we will accept Kier Duknu as her potential mate too, because he's got some really wonderful traits. He already has the dots. He has some of the main coloring at least, and he has the recessive coloring of what we really want to see. And hopefully we'll be able to make sure, yeah, he's got blind eyes, but we should be able to keep blind eyes out of the family. Darn. So I guess what we're going to have to do now is just do our best to try to survive, and then we will pull in, we lost another old one, and then we will pull in a creature with violet eyes at some point in the future. We'll have to see when we feel safe enough to do that. All right, so we're going to have little Duke Van, who's sick. What? He's got the common cold, but he's kind of far away. Let's get his sibling up here so we can see much better. Having creatures on top of these tree trunks is really wonderful. And actually, let us have a little bit of vengeance right now for the sake of just a gentle creature who never hurt anybody a day in his life. You're out of here, Predator. We will just take you out. And then Van is going to come on over. Seriously? No, Van. Let's do what we can to defend him. Oh my gosh, I can't believe there's so many predators. We've got to do so much exploration. Oh, we took him out. We weren't going to let Van have a terrible end. A terrible end like his distant cousin did. Oh my gosh. And we want to make sure that Miri stays near little Mila. I guess as long as Mila comes with Miri, then uh-oh. I know what you're up to, and I'm not having any of it. You don't get to be in this nest. Actually, I guess Lako is about to pass away too. All right. We're going to have to be very careful about this. Lako is going to need to follow this group, or she's going to need to come down here. There's no adults. We're beginning to run out of adults. Okay. Yep. Okay. Lako, let's see what we can do for your daughter. We'll try to take care of her by clearing this area out. This nest will be temporarily abandoned to this bird because we don't really have a choice in the matter. And we will move Lala down here. Yeah, we're going to have to be so careful, you guys. We'll explore that. And then Lala's going to do a little exploring under the tree with her cousins in order to see. There's a nest. Yes, Lala, we have a nest for you. Wonderful. Okay, that's really going to help out actually. So we'll start clearing the area around the nest. And I'm actually going to move Lala up here so that little Mila hopefully won't die because she'll be exposed. And then Kola is going to stay here with her children. She's going to make sure they're safe. And we have a new child with big ears. Look at the size of those big ears. Vankuro. So this is Vankuro. He's not very good at collecting, but he's got decent speed and some strength. He has blind eyes and he has immunity E. Wonderful. So we did manage to get a child. And Kola is old enough that if I get this guy, Kirduk, probably, depending on how often it seems our creatures die, probably a good idea for Kola to go ahead and get pregnant again so we can try to add more of that immunity E into the family. And then let's go ahead. I know I was a little slow today, you guys. I apologize for that. And Dukvan is not old enough to be on his own. We're going to put in Ismi, and then we'll have to figure out who we're going to have Ismi breed with in the future. Messiana is actually old enough to start exploring, I think. So we'll send her over here to help out. And then I think we'll have little Noroku gather up these berries. And we're gonna have Lara Anna. She found a berry bush. Yes, I want to have her step a little bit closer to this tree. I think if we can get perched next to the trees, that's going to help us out a lot. But oh my gosh, so much happened today. So much death. And now look at this. We're starting to be composed mostly of children and teenagers, and we're going to have to figure out how we're going to make a stand against the predators. And we're going to have to figure out how we can make sure. Oh, he got off the nest. Thank goodness. Dodomingo, get off our nest. And we're going to have to see how we can start passing on the genetics, and we're very low on food. So things are getting really, really challenging now, you guys. And I think it's going to be really fun to kind of just see where everybody goes. Mariana, you're right here. And Van Van is about to pass away. But Mariana is also about to pass away. But is it worth it? Let's see. We'll see if we can get her into a nest before she dies. We might be able to just pull that off by the skin of her fangs, the skin of her teeth, as they say. And we've learned some lessons about how old the babies need to be before they can be left on their own when that bird is nearby. All right, and I will see you all next time. We'll pick up the pace then, and we will start doing some more exploring and a lot more breeding, because if we don't have enough babies, we can think all we want all day long, but then chance encounters with predators and birds can make it so our pack is actually still quite in danger of dying out. So let's ramp up the numbers and ramp up the food, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.